And we've got a great one in store. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you can need a little bit of rest as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Purdy will set up to throw it here. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Baron Browning coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep, Trey Palmer. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Play action, now it's Daniels. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air goes Daniels. Worth in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Washington first down. A gain of 19 yards. And the Washington first down.
For the first time here with White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
Throwing now is Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll try the right side here with White. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Yards on the pickup. And this.
Now Daniels. That is caught. And he takes it in for a Commander's touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 36 yards. And the Commanders are on the board first here in this division round matchup. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
49ers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. They may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And he'll be brought down shy of a 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
James. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Purdy off the play fake. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43. 15 yards there for number 15.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. Back to throw, Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll give to Kamara here on the option. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On the ground, it's James. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Purdy looking to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on third. They had more guys than they could block. The kick by Carlson is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Daniels going to keep it. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Commanders first down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Washington.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
12 yards. It's second down.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it facing a second and long situation. Daniels looking to throw. He'll get that out to the flat to White. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. They're facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now they're going option play on third down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
The 29-yard line.
To throw is Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at third and a few inches. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Washington Commanders first down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Jet sweep. Here comes Marshall. Oh, and this one, they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Here's Daniels. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Now Daniels going to keep it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jaden Daniels from 17 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spot? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And a nice play on the end of it. An 18-yard touchdown run. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. As San Francisco's offense returns to the field, they've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Purdy. And that'll be incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
And 6 yards.
Throwing here, Purdy. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. And the Washington offense heading out. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one. Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
That's caught over the middle by Fant. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Daniels going to try to sneak, and he's going to have a Commander's 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. They run straight ahead here with White. Takes it to about the 37. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. 4 yards. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 3.
Looking to throw. Daniels. He'll try to pick it up himself. Still moving. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
The play fake, Daniels. And he's taken in by the tight end Fant. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
That's another Washington 1st down.
Back to throw, Daniels. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
At the 20-yard line.
Purdy now to throw. Well, he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st down. 1st and 10.
Here's Purdy. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll get this to Jennings over the middle. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Purdy will look to throw again here. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Ayuk going to go in motion right. Out of the gun, Purdy. He's got it. Touchdown. George Kittle. An 11-yard touchdown. And the 49ers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. They juked him. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Commanders back out late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. To the air goes Daniels. Noah Fant with a catch on the crossing route. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Commanders first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Washington.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
13 more yards. That's another Washington Commanders first down.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That one is slant to McLaurin. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So halftime now here on Sunday Night Primetime. Let's get it to Scott Hanson in Orlando with our halftime report.
Our tour of the NFL starts now. It begins in Houston. The Texans at home to take on the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens always tough on defense, and this play no different here. They only had one takeaway on the afternoon, but it was an important one. The Ravens are moving on. They'll play again next week for the AFC title. And time for a check here at the playoff race in the divisional round. Things getting interesting now in the NFC. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Through the juke. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. First possession of the second half now for Washington. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
They go play action. Daniels. Open man, it's Palmer. There's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. To throw is Daniels. And that'll be incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Back to throw, Purdy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the 49er first down.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Purdy looking to throw. To the sideline and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Purdy. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. There's Terry McLaurin, such an exciting pass catcher as this offense comes out for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. How many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Daniels going to try to sneak. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
17.
So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll get a yard. That's all. You've 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And that goes for a gain of 31.
1st and 10 at the 41.